morning, Chloe.
Oh no, my
Oh no,
audio
can you not hear me?
Hold on.
Oh no. Well, that's Chloe is got some
happening.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Hello World. Chloe is working out some sound issues right now. That's fine. She'll be back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay!
It was so strange. During the intro, it suddenly started playing out of my computer, and then I had to switch where my headphones were. And then when I came back on, the normal placement for the headphones worked.
That's all right. We'll cut it all out in post.
My computer's been haunted ever since Toledo.
Ever since Toledo. Yeah. It's fine. Well, like I said, we'll edit it out in post. And
I thought they were friendly ghosts, but it turns out they're poltergeists.
Yeah, and they're in your computer.
No, Terry, no.
What was his name? Terrence.
Terrence, yeah.
Terrence. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Hello. Well, it is August 24th. We're almost done with the month of August.
Oh, boy.
Hello World has almost been online now for 3 whole months.
3 whole months, a whole summer.
And going into the fall. Chat is lighting up. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up early and seeing us, because you know what? There's people that have woken up even earlier for this show, much like Chloe. Because Chloe, last week you were in Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
Where are you this week?
I am in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Or as the natives say it, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Greetings.
There it is. Greetings. We got the Capitol building on there. There's a lot of, yep.
Do you know all those? Do you know what's in each of those letters?
Oh, no, I really don't. I got to get to know my state better. I know there's a dairy farm going on in the background. That's a big thing with Wisconsin.
Wisconsin basically is just one giant dairy farm.
It's one giant dairy farm. Mike, what's your favorite part of Wisconsin?
You can't just spring everything. You can't just spring questions on Mike. What I've learned from teching shows is it takes a minute to pull something up, type something in, and then show it up on the screen. There's a process.
There it is.
There it is. Mars Cheese Castle.
We had to stall for a second. It's fine.
What, Chloe? I'm not familiar with Mars Cheese Castle.
Well, unfortunately, in the most disappointing way possible, it's not a castle made of cheese.
Then,
but it is a castle filled with cheese. It's a small castle with all Wisconsin-based products, mostly cheese. You can also get spreads. You can get toppings for your bratwurst.
Are they all cheese-based toppings, or are they different?
Well, you know, some others like German and Polish. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, that's right. It's not made of cheese.
No.
That is very disappointing.
It is a castle.
I mean, a castle is a good thing, and if it's filled with cheese, that's nice.
We got a lot of castles in Wisconsin. That's the other thing we're known for.
Wisconsin, the Scotland of the Midwest. Just lots of castles
and ghosts,
and you all talk just a little funny.
Just a little funny. Yeah, every time I come back here, it's just a joy to listen to the radio. To hear people talk, my accent gets thicker
as the longer you stay.
Yep.
Brett here makes a very good point. It really is almost heaven in forget West Virginia. It's Wisconsin that's almost heaven.
Is that West Virginia's claim that they're heaven?
Well, it's the song. The song "Country Roads Take Me Home."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they also talk about Rocky Mountains in that song.
They do.
Where are they?
Oh my goodness. We've derailed already. We've just started.
Quite a
bit. Good morning, everybody. This is a very special show. Very excited about today's show. This is the mom show.
Mom show.
We have Chloe was on her way back home to visit her parents, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be awesome if we got our moms on the show? And I know my mom is always up early, so I messaged her, and she was very excited to come on the show.
Yeah,
she compared me to David Letterman.
Wow,
which is a very big compliment. I love that my mother thinks that I'm that funny. That
I think you are
David Letterman,
and more likable,
and much more likable. Actually, I think she just mentioned the fact because David Letterman would always have his mom on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we used to watch. We were a Letterman family. We watched a lot of David Letterman as a kid, especially the top 10 lists. We were real into those top 10 lists. They were pretty funny.
Those are important.
Very, very important.
You got to rank things, otherwise there's no order to anything.
Exactly, and then it's just chaos.
Just chaos.
So we are going to open up the chat to do some Q&A with our moms. So get thinking of those questions. We'll be doing that much later in the show. But before we get to that, we need to do our fact of the day. We need to do our Monday fact. I like to start the week off with a little bit of knowledge. This was a find today. I was very excited to find this. I was a little worried that I was going to have to talk about Pompeii because this was the day that Vesuvius erupted in like 79, in the year 79. Right. And that just brings it down when you talk about a volcano erupting and covering a whole city. So I skipped over that, and I still brought it up. So, you know.
Although, if you go to Pompeii, it is incredibly interesting.
Oh, I'm sure. Now.
Yeah.
Then, not so much.
And disaster zone. Total chaos.
Yeah. But no, things were like preserved. It was weird. But that's not what our fact is today.
Okay.
Our fact is a much lighter one. On this date in 1853, chef George Crumb Speck invented the potato chip at Moon's Lake House near Saratoga Springs, New York.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very famous.
Why do they call him Crumb?
You know what? I don't know. But like I saw when I was looking this up, like I had people, there were places that referred to him as George Crumb or Chef George Crumb. And then there were places that called him Chef George Speck. And then I found like a sign that they have in Saratoga Springs that had it George Crumb Speck. I don't know.
All right, come with me on this journey.
Okay.
I think he had to change his name because he was on the run from the law. Because his potato chips were so delicious, they should have been illegal. They were illegal momentarily.
I mean, sure, Chloe. We'll go with that.
That's what I'm going to believe.
Oh, look at this. This is why we pay Mike Carr the big bucks, because these are things that Mike does. So one occasion he called a waiter over.
Oh, a crumb is bigger than a speck.
How about that? So there we go. You want a raise? Yeah, we all do.
I'm sorry.
We all do. As soon as I get one, you'll get one, Mike. Hey, come on. My mom's in the back.
My mom is also.
This is a respectable show today, Mike Carr. Thank you. Thank you. Olympia Dukakis is much better.
Much more respectable.
We got to keep it on the up and up today.
Yeah.
Very important. I don't want to get in trouble after the show.
No.
So here is your. We've got a trivia question. Yeah, thank you. Your apology is accepted. So here is your trivia question today. So once again, we'll give you the answer at the end of the show, but yeah, we can just talk about it until then. The Potato Chip Institute International, which is an actual thing, refused to acknowledge that this particular brand of snack was in fact a chip at all. They had to settle with referring to them as potato crisps, which is what they call them anyway in the UK. For all our UK watchers, which I know we have some.
If you order fish and chips, you're not getting Lay's, my friend.
No, you'll be very, very disappointed if you were actually looking for chips. However, the fries are amazing.
Incredible.
So that's your trivia question today. You can think on that. You could look it up if you want, but that's cheating. So we'll give you the answer at the end of the show.
Yeah, just be patient.
Yeah. So let's see. We got one more order of business before we bring our first mother onto the show. Good morning, H2G2 Ben. It's quite the username there. Let's do some birthdays. How about some birthdays?
How about that?
Today's very big birthday day. Not really. It's just a couple people, but two very cool people. Rupert Grint. Rupert Grint. Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter movies.
Weasley.
And everybody's favorite actor from the 80s, Steve Guttenberg. I'm Steve Guttenberg. Do you know who Steve? Can you name at least 3 Steve Guttenberg movies, Chloe?
Yeah, there's the one and the other, and that the third one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Mike on this. I can name 3 Steve Guttenberg movies in one series.
All right. In a series. He had a series.
He was huge from like 1980 to like 1987. It was big time star. He was in a movie called Cocoon. That was a huge sci-fi classic about a bunch of old people that go swimming in a pool and become young people because there are alien cocoons in the bottom of the pool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they get a second chance at life, or when the aliens go away, they just get old again?
I don't want to spoil this movie. I think
I have to know. I've got to watch it now.
Yeah, you do have to watch it now. It's also got Wilford Brimley is in it, the Quaker Oats guy. Yeah, there's all kinds of people in it. He was also in a movie called Short Circuit, which was a wonderful robot movie.
Okay, that makes sense.
And of course, the Police Academy franchise, which was funny in the 80s, very problematic now.
Police Academy.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, also, yes. Thank you. Found out H2G2 Ben is our good friend Snitty is in the audience, so it's good to see Snitty.
Hi,
3 Men and a Baby, one of my absolute favorite films. It was Ted Danson, Steve Guttenberg, and Tom Selleck.
Oh, I know who the other 2 are. I'm convinced. I'm gonna watch.
So yeah, that's You should definitely look up Steve Guttenberg if you don't know who he is.
I should.
Let's see some other birthdays. Tuesday, one of my mom's favorite singers from the mid '90s, Billy Ray Cyrus. It's his birthday on Tuesday. Not Time Burton, it's Tim Burton. That's once again me putting things in late last night and Mike not proofreading, which is fine. We don't pay him to proofread.
I think he's weird enough. I think he's weird enough that Time Burton probably would also work.
Time Burton is it's a completely different person.
Happy birthday, Time Burton.
Wednesday's Macaulay Culkin and John Mulaney.
Oh, national treasures.
National treasures, both of them. Thursday, Paul Rubens and Aaron Paul. That's a nice little combo there. And then Friday, I thought this was interesting. Trixie Mattel, who is a drag queen from Time Burton is a much better director.
Much better timing.
Trixie Mattel, who's a drag queen that was on season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Wow.
And Daniel Stern, also from Home Alone.
Excellent.
So those are your birthdays. That's Steve Guttenberg. Hello, Steve Guttenberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those two pictures definitely go well together. Chloe, are you okay?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm great. Everything's great.
All right. Well, I feel like we should bring in our first guest. Very excited to have this woman on the show. I've known her. Oh man. Like 44 years.
Yeah.
She's
Pretty
been
much your
super
whole life.
supportive pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
She's just been great. Let's bring her on. Terry Fear, aka Matt's mom. Hi.
Hi, Terry.
Good morning. Hi.
How are you this morning?
I'm great. How's everybody?
Oh, I mean,
Just wonderful.
yeah, we're living the
Good.
dream right now, Mom. We're on television together, kind of.
Yeah.
So
Pretty
Mom,
exciting.
yeah,
It is.
everybody's saying hi. That's my wife.
Oh, Abby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
lovely daughter-in-law there, saying hello. So you know what, Chloe? I'm going to let you. I know my mom so well. I'd like you to take the helm on this and really ask the hard-hitting questions.
Hard-hitting questions. All right.
That's my sister, who's actually just in the other
Thanks,
room.
Abby.
from my
She's
mom,
next
yeah.
door.
Hello. It's incredibly wholesome.
We are so wholesome.
All right. Well, let's go with. All right, I'm going to start with what I really want to know. What was Matt like as a kid?
Oh man.
Well, he was really cute. I happen to have a picture.
Oh, she's prepared.
I don't know if you can see this.
A little bit higher.
Hold it up to the like whatever camera you're looking into, Mom. Just
There
hold
he
it.
is. Look at you.
Yeah, I mean, I was hold on, I just want to make that a little. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
This is a
I was
blonde
adorable.
boy.
So, yeah, he was adorable, and of course still is. But yeah, I got that picture just in case you were going to ask me about when he was little. So, yeah, there it is. There's proof.
That I once was cute.
Yeah, very talkative, friendly to everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody in the store, everybody in the restaurants. He was a cute kid that talked to everybody.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That irritates me now so much when I'm in a restaurant and a little kid is just like running around. Like I'm like, ugh. But that's
You were that kid. That was
I was that kid. I need to embrace that.
You were that
All right. Now let's talk a little bit about Terry. Terry, what is your profession?
I am a retired public school teacher.
Wow.
I taught for 35 years.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
What-
that's
what
why I
grades
have
did
one
you
here.
teach? Yeah.
I started out teaching second grade, and when I retired, I was teaching seventh grade language arts.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah. All the kids I went to high school with had my mom as a junior high.
wow.
A lot of them had my mom as a teacher. I never did. I always went to a different school. So,
Yeah. That makes sense.
yeah,
There's a conflict of interest there.
it is just a little bit. I don't know. I wouldn't have gotten special treatment by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. So what was your
Probably
favorite grade or class to teach?
I really enjoyed the junior high kids. I didn't think I would, but I did. They have a really neat sense of humor. They can think deeply on subjects and have empathy for people, and they were just neat kids to work with.
That's really about the time that they're starting to become their own humans, I feel like.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in junior high
There's
kids.
so much happening. There's a lot of feelings.
There's a lot of feelings, a lot of changes happening like all at once, and they're just confused about everything.
Yeah, it's true. So what have you been doing in your retirement?
Not retired.
Yeah, when a person retires, you have to reinvent yourself because you discover that people always ask, what do you do? And then when you're suddenly retired, you don't know how to answer them. And so that's a tough one.
Yeah.
We're defined by what we do.
Absolutely.
I volunteer over at the Holocaust Museum in Terre Haute. I'm a docent there one afternoon a week.
Wow.
I'm active. I'm active in an interfaith group in the Wabash Valley over in Indiana. I am active in our synagogue in Terre Haute. And so I'm just busy all the time. It's great.
Yeah.
Keeps me off the
how many grandkids do you have running around?
And 4 grandchildren.
Goodness gracious. 4. So how many kids do you have?
I have 3, Matthew, and he has 2 younger sisters.
Okay, awesome.
One of which is watching. Shout out to Anna, my baby sister.
What's up, Anna?
Yeah.
Oh, baby sister. That's the best. That's the best spot to be.
Yeah.
I am the baby of the family as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There we
go.
Go.
That's a special niche.
Put it that way for sure.
So do you have any other hard-hitting questions here, Chloe?
Hard-hitting questions. Well, so you're in the Midwest now, but did you grow up in the Midwest?
I grew up in Michigan.
Oh, cool. What part of Michigan?
I grew up in Michigan. 60 miles north of Detroit, in the Thumb.
Wow.
Gateway to the Thumb.
Just living
Gateway to the Thumb.
For those of you who are not familiar with Michigan, it looks like this. And that's somewhere in here.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's backwards. Wait, hold on. Maybe it's this way. Which way is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're just going to do this for the next half hour.
The thumb goes east. The thumb is on the eastern part of the state.
Yeah. Look at a map.
Yeah.
And
move about an inch up the Thumb, and that's where I grew up. All my family was there. Yeah.
Perfect.
In Michigan.
Wow. That's great. And so when did you move to Illinois?
I went to school in Elgin, Illinois, and that's where I met my husband, Steve, and he was from Illinois. So we moved down to Jasper County, and I commuted back and forth to Charleston to finish my education at Eastern Illinois University. So I've been in Illinois longer than I've been in Michigan, for sure, by a lot of years.
Yeah. So what is Matt, since you do know your mother so well, what's the story that you would like to hear from her?
Oh, Mom, this is a little embarrassing on my end, but I mean, I guess that's kind of the whole point of this. Mom and I went to Disneyland together when I was a kid. When I was 10, I think. Lauren, my middle sister, had just been born. So I was 8 or 9.
She was maybe 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So 10 sounds about right. We went into the haunted mansion. Mom, would you like to talk about that? Do you remember this? Yes.
I would love to talk about that, Matthew, but I don't. I mean, I remember going to Disneyland with you, and I remember doing all of those things, but I I don't know. Were you awful in there?
No, I
Did you
just
throw a
cried.
fit?
I was very scared.
good.
I was crying because I was a crier as a kid. I'll admit that. And then Mom afterwards wanted to take my picture outside the castle, or outside the haunted mansion, and I was not a big fan of that idea. But I don't know if you ever ended up doing that or not.
I do not recall.
That's okay. That's all right. Fantastic. Well, Mom, thank you. We are going to bring you back. We want to talk to Chloe's mom for a few minutes, and then we're going to bring you back, and we're going to do a big Q&A with the audience. So think about those questions you'd like to ask both our moms. And we might even do a little mom to mom Q&A, like if the moms would like to ask each other questions. That's fine too. It's very interesting. I mean, the show's an open slate, clean slate, so we can pretty much do whatever we'd like to do. So thanks, Mom. I'm going to have you hang out backstage. Thank you very much. We'll see you in another few minutes here. And now we're going to bring out Kay Zwiker.
Let's bring her on.
She's just right there. She's been there the whole time.
Been here the whole time. I'm gonna put that headphone in, and then we can all hear what's going on. Gonna get a little bit cozy here.
Kay, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How's it feel to have your daughter back home for a little while?
It's absolutely wonderful.
Yes. Well, Chloe's a wonderful person, so I can imagine it just being wonderful to have her around. Kay, I don't want to repeat questions, but I mean, the world wants to know what Chloe was like when she was a baby. Not a baby, but like a kid.
Well,
which is a baby too.
It sounds like Chloe was much like you.
Well, we get along so well.
I love listening to you, Terry, because it was great to hear that we have similar children. We used to say that she was always interviewing for alternate parents because
look, I want the best of the best. Okay,
like
and I just got to make
that
sure.
movie with Elijah Wood, North, I think, was where he goes and looks for new parents. Yeah.
Yes. But she would go up to anyone and speak with them and talk to them about what they were doing, how their vacation was, whether, if they were traveling or if they were just here if they lived in the area. And truly, she was an interviewer, and we thought she was looking for other parents.
You can't be too sure.
You know what? It's you got to just make sure. Keep your options open.
It just reinforced that I did have the best parents because, as you can see, I didn't get rid of her.
It's a very scientific approach, Chloe, and it's very appreciated. So, Kate, what is it that you do for a living?
Well, I am a psychiatrist. I'm trying to retire. I have retired. This will be my third time when I retire in June. I retired once when the children were in high school and we were driving all over Wisconsin for sporting events and singing events, all different kinds of things. And it just got in the way of working. So I closed my practice and worked, at home with them. Then I retired again when we went to Alaska, and I loved listening to Terry because people do ask you what you do when you retire, and it becomes actually busier than when you were working because there are so many other things that you do. And so I worked, I joined the Rotary Club, and I also was active with our church there. And I worked with the Junior Iditarod. And
that's cool. That's that really long sled race. Yeah.
Race. But the Junior Iditarod is a 75-mile dog sled race. And so
Only
they go
75
out.
only 75 miles.
Only
It's
75
junior.
miles. The kids are from 14 to 18.
Wow.
And so they
How
have
many
to.
days does that take?
It usually takes just 2 days because they go out from the starting point and they have to sleep for 6 hours at the lodge that they go to and then return. So we would start them one day and then they would come back the next day. So that was very interesting. And I was what they call a sled juror. And I had to make sure that each person who was in the group had all of the equipment that they needed so that they would be safe. So they had to have enough food supplies in case they got lost. They had to have like a tent and a hatchet and all the different equipment for getting lost in the icy cold of the winter in Alaska.
Wow.
So
Because I guess you could get lost, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
you could get lost. We actually had one couple that they were very far ahead of the other kids in the race, and he was sort of sweet on her, and so they were talking together and actually went way off the path.
yeah, because the dogs just keep going. The dogs are like
two separate sleds, and they were very good racers. They were good mushers, and so they were very far ahead of the rest of the pack. And they figured out that they were off the trail and got back on the trail, and actually ended up he won and she came in second. So
aw.
it was very sweet, but it was a little worrisome because we put little GPS trackers on the kids' sleds. So we knew that they were very off track. So it was quite interesting, and it's been a lot of fun.
Young love and the Iditarod.
Yes, you gotta love the Iditarod.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I have a husky, so I was thinking about maybe entering the Iditarod at one point.
Well, did you know we have poodles, and at one point they had a team of poodles who ran the Iditarod, but the problem for poodles is that their hair balls up with snow and they become incredibly heavy, and it's hard for them to continue to run. Yeah. So they banned them in some year.
Poodles are banned.
Yeah. Poodles are banned.
But the Huskies
poodles aren't really cold weather dogs, though. They're not really cold weather dogs, are they?
They actually are, because their fur can get very thick and very
But the problem is
it just stays there.
It stays there. They end up looking like, four-legged abominable snowmen barreling down the track.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was actually just too terrifying for the rest of the.
I get it.
But they love the snow, and our Madeline, who is 7 years old, loved nothing better than to go cross-country skiing with us, and she would run the trails and just go ahead of us, come back to us, go ahead of us, come back to us, meet other people, interview for other parents.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were also big dog people. We like my family loved having dogs. We always had dogs growing up, which was wonderful. I love, I can't live without dogs. They're just they're wonderful companions. And you have 2 poodles, yes?
We have 2 poodles. Madeline is a 6-year-old, or she's almost 7, I guess, 7-year-old black standard poodle who is from Poodles Hunting for You, if I can give them a shout out. Yeah. They are
Poodles Hunting
for You, because poodles were bred as hunting dogs, bird dogs. They have a very soft mouth, and they are very smart, as we talked before. But they they're excellent hunters, and she has excellent credentials. Sophie, on the other hand, is basically a farm poodle who is kind of a wild child. Her mother is a white poodle. Her father is what they call a party poodle, P-A-R-T-I.
Party poodle.
He was a party poodle.
It gets wild.
And so she is, she's a blend of colors. She's apricot, but she has a white chest plate and white paws.
Yeah.
So they have colors. The party poodles have colors in them.
Oh, I love that so much.
And
Yeah. She's beautiful
So-
cinnamon
she's
color,
yeah.
caramel color,
It
if
is.
you will.
It is apricot, but it looks cinnamony.
Yeah.
So
Cinnamon
That's-
apricots sounds
yes.
delicious.
Ooh, that's
very good.
That sounds very
Yeah.
tasty.
I just noticed, Mike, thank you so much for putting this little thing on the bottom of the screen. I forget to mention this every week. If you go to Red Barn Coffee Roasters, is kind of our unofficial sponsor of pretty much everything on 2MB Studios. And if you go online, you can order your coffee online. You can get it delivered anywhere in the country. And if you use the code, not run on, that's later. If you use the code Hello World, you get 15% off.
What
so-
show are we on anyway?
I know, right? There's so many. Fantastic. Well, Kate, it's been wonderful talking to you. Oh, look at there.
That's very clever. She looks something like that, but not.
She
Her
doesn't have
hair
the white
is
on her
shorter. Yeah,
face.
she doesn't have the white on her
That's
face.
definitely
That's
a party poodle.
very
That
good.
is the part. Like,
Thank
I would party with that poodle. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, let's you know what? Let's bring Terry back out. It's so weird calling my mom by her first name, but that's all
It's very
right.
strange.
Welcome back, Mom. How was your time in the green room?
It was great. I enjoyed the Alaska stories and the dog stories. I love dogs. So that's great. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Now, Mom, you have a dog. You have a dog living with you. Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about Max.
Max is a miniature Australian Shepherd, which
gosh.
means he's really, really smart, but he always needs a job because if you don't give him a job, he will find one.
You will find a
Could
mode of
involve the
employment.
cats, it could involve the trash. Who knows?
Yeah, just finding that
Yeah.
job. So
No.
so Max definitely needs to be kept entertained. Yeah. No, when we
So-
had labs growing up, we had golden labs and a black lab. Remember Ralph? Oh, we had a dog. Ralph was my dog
Ralph.
when I was a kid. Like I had him from a puppy,
Yeah.
and he was just a wonderful dog.
It's such a great name for a dog,
Yeah.
Ralph.
A blessed memory. Yeah.
And Howard. Yes, I almost forgot about Howard. Howard was not a
We don't even
dog.
have people names.
Howard. Oh, we love to do people names in my
That's my favorite
family.
thing.
Howard was not a dog. Howard was in fact a mallard duck that lived on our pond and eventually
sorry.
became best friends with Ralph and thought that it was a dog.
Oh,
Howard
He
the
ate
duck.
dog food.
Howard the duck. Yeah,
Howard
he
the Duck. That was when the movie was there. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
That's a movie
he
that
ate
I
dog
know.
food along with Ralph. Yeah.
Wait, you know Howard the Duck, but you
I
don't
do.
know who Steve Gutenberg is. That is insane
Yeah.
to me.
That's shameful. Yeah.
I think it's just because it's such a catchy
Yeah.
theme song, you know?
It's true.
Howard the duck.
Ooh, we've got a question in the chat already, which is
Woo.
fantastic. So Boof Wellington, he said my son had a meltdown over an apple not being large enough yesterday.
I know
What's
that
the most
feels.
ridiculous thing that either Chloe or myself has thrown a tantrum over?
Oh boy.
Oh my God, I don't know that I want to hear this story, but
Well, I can tell you that there was something happened. I'm not sure what it was, but Matthew was in trouble. And I was called the wicked stepmother. He called me the wicked stepmother. And it's funny now, but it was not
Oh my
funny
God.
then.
that was painful.
So, yeah.
I feel like I
He
should
watched
go
way
like
too much, many
Should probably
Disney
go to-
movies. Yeah,
Oh,
in the
Right.
corner. Yeah.
Too many Disney movies.
I know I'm ashamed of myself, to be completely honest.
Matthew,
After hearing that
here.
story,
Yeah.
mom was
Do you
a
remember
big.
that, or do you recall that?
I don't recall that. I might have blocked that out of my memory, but I do know that my mother had a very specific way of saying my name if I was in trouble, as we all know. So yeah.
Yep. It's the full name.
It's the full name. What about you, Kay? Has Chloe ever freaked out? I'm sure never. She was probably just a saint of a child.
I probably freak out more as an adult than I did. I'll be honest.
Maybe, but I think in the grocery store, when we were traveling down the aisles, she and her brother would choose things from the shelves, and putting something back on the shelf would elicit a tantrum at certain times. So that was a frequent occurrence.
Yeah, here's the thing. So my brother and I are only 18 months apart, 15 months apart. And, because girls grow a little bit faster than boys, we were always like the same size and we looked the same. It was like we were twins. So it was double trouble. He helped me with the interviews for sure. And what was the other thing he did? He when we were in Wichita, the cheerleaders.
Oh goodness. They had the Wichita State baseball team had cheerleaders who were the Golden Girls because it was golden grains of wheat.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's where the show got its name.
That's right. That's right.
Cheerleaders.
But he was very enamored of the cheerleaders.
Charming young man.
So he had just had a bed made for him that was it was a twin bed, but it had bookshelves at either end, and then as you aged, you could bring a bigger mattress, and it would become a regular bed. Well, he told the Golden Girls that he had a great bed, and they needed to come and see it. He was 3 years old.
Wow! It's a very forward-thinking young person there. Oh, that's great.
I was not that forward. I think when I thought anyone was cute, I got very shy.
She did.
Yeah. I was more interested in I was very talkative. I honestly think Eric was taking the lead on most of the interviews.
Well, but you really contributed.
Yeah.
You really
contributed. Well, because I had backup.
And you were more discerning.
I was pickier.
When you say interviews, these are interviews for your other parents. This is a callback to the okay. One of us like, what is she interviewing for?
New parents.
Parents.
I was more, when I was younger, I was more interested in animals. I was obsessed with unicorns. So some mythical animals, real animals as well. I really wanted a cat. And I was obsessed with them being Egyptian god cats. And I did horseback riding, and what else? We had rabbits. We had a rabbit named Speedy who had a little bit of.
He had a neurological deformity. He failed to develop the left half of his body. So when he ran in circles.
Oh,
yeah, but he was very fast.
He did it very fast.
Yeah.
I love having little odd pets. I will always remember Howard. Howard was just, and he honestly, we lived in the middle of the woods. When was it, Mom? I think first grade. I think is when we moved into the house.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lauren was just a baby. Yeah.
We ended up buying a plot of land and then clearing it and building a house on it that was about 10 miles outside of town.
Oh, wow.
So we were out.
Log house.
Yeah, it was a log cabin. It was.
Oh my goodness!
It was great up to recently. I mean, I think it was just a couple years ago that you all sold.
2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
But we had a big pond in the back, and Howard just loved it. Loved it so much he got fat and forgot how to fly. So
too far away from the pond.
Yep. Never got too far. So I want to once again say thank you so much to Terry and Kay for coming and joining us today. This has been wonderful. I've loved having you both here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of Chloe right now that she gets to actually be in the same room with her mom. I was going to go see Mom and the rest of the family back in April, but you know
what happened with that.
the world caught fire, so we're still in the planning stages of that. But it was good to see you, Mom. It was nice to meet you, Kay.
Yeah,
Terry, it was nice to meet you.
I know, it was great.
Yeah, so now we can see where our children originated and why they're as wonderful as they are. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. I have one other, we have a surprise guest today, which I'm very excited about. Someone that is also a mom and is just a wonderful, wonderful mom. I see her post things on Facebook all the time. She also works with Fenway Health, which is a new kind of partnership that 2MB Studios is forming. And we've got a big event tonight, and I wanted to bring her on and talk about it. So let's bring Liz on, and let's leave the moms on. We can all I love the four. Blocks.
It's nice and neat.
Nice.
Three mom show.
We have a 3-mom show. Hi, Liz.
Woo, hi everybody. How you doing? Hi, moms.
Well, hi, Liz. How are you?
I'm good. I'd have my 4-year-old on the show, but she would just ruin it. So we're not going to do that.
Ruin it by making it awesome.
Sure.
Penny is a delight.
A delight. A delight.
Everybody's saying hi to Liz. Liz, say hi to the chat.
Hello,
they love you.
Everybody. Hi. I've been watching this show since the beginning. I'm so happy to be here.
Liz agreed to be on the show about 20 minutes before the show actually started.
That is true.
So
Wash my face real quick.
It was great.
Thank you.
So you were taking your pup to the vet. You just got a puppy.
I did.
Where is
he's hiding? Or she's
hiding?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. Okay, it's fine. It's a puppy. We were talking about what kind of puppy it was. I know it's one of the hypoallergenic dogs, but what particular breed is it?
It is a Bichon Frise, which translates to lap dog, and that is exactly what she is. She just sits on your lap. She doesn't do much. You just pet her. She's a therapy dog, really.
That's awesome. That's like
the
just the most adorable thing in the world. I've seen a bunch of pictures you posted on Facebook of just the adorableness that is this dog.
Thank you. Penny named her. She wanted a little sister, so the dog's name is Sissy. So I am on the front porch yelling Sissy a bunch.
Sissy! Sissy!
No.
Sissy, come here.
Yeah, Sissy, come here. Sissy Fluffy, middle name Fluffy. Don't forget that part.
Oh, Sissy Fluffy.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, Kay? Do you give your dogs middle names?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Our dogs, both of our dogs have middle names as well. So yeah, I think that's just a dog owner thing. I think just adding. Does Max have a middle name, or is it just Max?
It's just Max.
He's special.
That's enough.
Yeah, he is indeed.
That's enough.
So Liz, you and I are doing a thing tonight. I'm very excited about.
I'm so excited.
Let's talk about it. So we're going to bring on. So tonight on 2MB Studios, normally we would have Run On, but we're taking our series break from Run On for the next week or so. We're going to be coming back with season 3 of Run On. It's amazing. Like we've been doing that show since, I think April or May. We've been doing that show. But tonight at 7:00, we are bringing in a group called the Imperial Court, which they are just an amazing group. And we're going to be doing a drag show to bring awareness to the AIDS Walk and Run. So talk to us about the AIDS Walk and Run, Liz.
All right, I will. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me, you guys. I am an event planner for a nonprofit. So you can imagine I am still very grateful that I have a job as an event planner because times are not great for event planners.
Just events in general.
Just events in general. So I am manager of fundraising events for Fenway Health. For those of you that don't know, Fenway Health is an LGBTQIA+ organization. We serve the gay community here in Boston, and we do a lot of work with the trans community. We do a lot of work with so many great projects. And I am in charge of doing events like the AIDS Walk. And it's just a weird climate to be doing things like an AIDS Walk. So I've teamed up with 2MB Studios to put a professional touch on these events. I made the huge mistake of doing a Zoom fundraiser by myself, and it was not great. And so I'm just really excited for Matt and Ben and 2MB Studios to put their professional pizzazz on it. So one of the cool events that we're doing tonight is the Imperial Court Drag Queens, raising money for a good cause. It's going to be a drag show that starts at 7 p.m. right here on this channel. If you subscribe, you will get an update. So make sure to subscribe. Yeah. And we're just asking for people to register for the AIDS Walk to participate. That's gonna be $15. That all goes to your fundraising. So I know that the link is being scrolled on the bottom, which is fantastic. Thank you, Mike Carr. And if you can just click on that, go there, just register as a virtual walker. And on October 18th, we are doing a virtual AIDS Walk. What that's going to look like is just a very short program in the beginning, and then we're going to send people out into their communities to run and walk at a safe distance from other people and raise money for a really good cause. I know there's a lot of organizations that are fundraising right now, and we're just so appreciative if you can just register as a virtual walker and then tune in here tonight, 7 p.m. for a drag show. Just get a cocktail. Matt is amazing, and he's going to be so funny and wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm just doing the very beginning. I'm not hosting the whole thing, so you only have to see me for a little bit at the beginning, and then Miss Chris, who is so wonderful. I've been watching all the videos. Like some of the queens are sending in videos to participate, and then we'll have some live performances as well. So I was looking at all those last night. Very, very good. Very, very fun. And I believe 2MB Studios is going to be hosting a team. We're going to be signing up for a team. I've got our creative team now working on the name for it. It's going to be pun-based, something bread. I don't know what. So I have my creative team working on it.
I love that. So if you tune in tonight, we'll post that link, and all of the viewers can just register on your team page, and we'll get we'll get some momentum going, which will be fantastic.
That'll be fantastic. Yeah. And that's at 7:00 tonight. So tune back in for that. Also, as Rachel so aptly put it, Rachel Endelman in our chat right now is our social media person. She is just doing a wonderful job getting everything out there on the Twitters and the Instagrams and
the tweets.
I don't mess with Twitter. I don't really go near Twitter.
Not a safe space.
It's weird. It's a weird place. She's up early. Thank you, Rachel, for being up early to watch the show. But yeah, so she's just been doing wonderful. So if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, and you see our 2MB Studios posts, please like those posts and retweet or share those posts to get the word out to the masses, because that's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to help a good cause too. It was so great when Liz brought this up to us. So I'm very, very excited.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to be partnering with you guys.
Yeah. And I don't know how we're going to do it, but I'm very excited for the Taste of the South End.
Yes.
However we decide to do that, I don't know how, but it's going to be so much fun.
Yep. So every year we do a 700-person food-based event, which I know is shocking is not happening. But we're going to try to figure out a way to make that fun and virtual. And Matt and Ben have been a great resource for that as well. So that's going to be fun. Yeah. September 29th.
That'll be interesting. So keep an eye out for that. So thanks to all the moms for coming. We appreciate it. I do still need to do our trivia answer.
Yeah, let's get that trivia answer.
I know Boof, I haven't seen it. I don't know that Boof maybe didn't see the trivia question. He's usually just right on top of the answers there. But this is the Potato Chip Institute International, now known as SNAC, SNAC. I looked that up yesterday. Refused to acknowledge this particular brand of snack that was in fact was a chip at all. And they had to settle to referring to them as potato crisp. And this is still a thing. They still cannot refer to themselves as chips. It is Pringles.
The original.
Yeah, their argument, the Potato Chip Institute. I just love that there's a Potato Chip Institute.
Yeah,
and it's international. They said that chips have to be a certain thing, and Pringles did not meet that standard. So much like a poodle, you have to have standards.
Gotta have standards.
Right.
We have standards at our house.
Yeah. It's important just to have standards all around. You're right, Kit. Pringles are much better anyway. So you know what? They're okay. So that is our show. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Next week, I'm very excited. We have a musical guest joining us all the way from Austin, Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So tune in for that next week. And tonight, 7:00 for the Imperial Court Drag Show. Tomorrow night, we've got our sports sandwich night with the Boy Detectives. They're going to be doing the alphabet draft.
Oh.
I don't know anything about sports, but I run this show, and it's very entertaining to watch the Boy Detectives.
And everybody knows the alphabet.
And everybody knows the alphabet, so it should be easy peasy. Then we've got let's see, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, Interesting Points. We've got a wonderful cast for Interesting Points tomorrow night. And after that is Jock My Memory, our new show with Ken Breeze, where he brings on guests and talks about their junior high and high school sports experiences and how that shaped them as people. So yeah, it's going to be a good show tomorrow night. We've got a lot of good shows tomorrow and the rest of the week. So you can check us out on our Instagram and our Twitter for all that info. And we will be back next week. Once again, thanks to all the moms on the show right now. You're all an inspiration to all of us.
Moms are the best.
Moms are the best. I do enjoy moms. They're just wonderful people. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you tonight. Bye.
Goodbye, world.
Bye, world.
Open up your window, let the sun in. Lift your weary head up to the sky. Open up your window, let the sun in. And sing out with your arms stretched open wide.